Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? This is Brother David with It's Getting Real, and this is where we get real at. You know, this is January let me see what date this is. January the 11th, 2026. And all the killing and political uproar and the evil that's in our world right now, it may seem overwhelming. It may seem that sin is everywhere. There are so many opportunities for sin in our life. And a lot of people are in despair. They're worrying. They're falling apart and they're coming apart on everything. And and you look out there and you see a lot of people that have lost their way. They don't have a biblical foundation in which to stand on. They're confused. They're willing to follow evil. And sometimes to do right, we have to show strength. We have to show force. And, in our world where your right is your right, my right is my right, and I don't have to agree with you, but you have to agree with me, type of thing. There is no ultimate right in a lot of people's minds. And if you don't have a God, if you don't have God in your life, then there's no ultimate authority in your life. There's no ultimate right in your life. But I'm here to tell you that as a Christian, if you are God's child, there is hope. I want to read something to you from Romans chapter 5, verses 12 through 15. But not as the offense, so also is the free gift. For if through the offense of one, that's Adam, many be dead, much more the grace of God in the gift by grace, which is by one man, Jesus Christ, hath abounded unto many. Romans 5:15. Now, what does that mean? The world is full of sin because of Adam. Adam brought sin into the world, and when we are born, we're born with a sin nature. We sin. Our sin nature controls us, and we make choices based on that nature. But now, God had a plan. God put that plan into action. Jesus Christ came and died on the cross. That wasn't because of something that we did. That was because of God's grace. And that's the gift that it's talking about here. God gives us the gift of grace, forgiveness. Jesus Christ purchased forgiveness for us. Jesus Christ also teaches us that we are to obey the law of the land. We don't have to agree with it, but we are to obey it. That's what God tells us to do, because God instituted government. Now, if something is unbiblical, then no, we don't obey it. But if something's not, we obey it. And you see, I want to talk about the lady that was shot by the ICE agent. If some people say, well, they had a mask on, but they were identified all over with government identification of being ICE agents. And she willfully pulled out and hit the ICE agent. Whether she meant to hit him or not is one thing. It doesn't matter. She was told to stop the car. She was told to get out of the car. But because she had no ultimate authority, because she believed she could do whatever she wanted to, and that was a choice she made, she elected to pull out. And whether intended or not, she hit the ICE agent, knocked him down, and he fired. He was protecting himself, doing what legally he was bound to do, rounding up illegal aliens, criminals. But once again, when you don't have an ultimate authority, then nothing's illegal to you except what you want to call illegal. Now, a lot of people are not going to agree with me on that. And I'm just telling you, government has laws. If you cross the border without following the legal procedures, you are a criminal. And you have no recourse. Time to send you back. If you've lied to come into the country, by law, that's illegal. You can be sent back. You see, that's what authority is. Now, we can grant grace and overlook stuff. But there's a process to go through that. You have to go through the legal process. God has a process by which we are given grace. And that process is we have to believe in His Son, Jesus Christ. Now, if you stayed with me this far, I'm going to tell you, you either a child of God or you want to be a child of God. And if you are a child of God and you've fallen off the roadside, you can get back on that roadside. You can get back on that trail. Just ask God for forgiveness. If you're wanting to become a child of God, all you got to do is confess to God that you're a sinner, that you cannot save yourself, that you need His Son, Jesus Christ, to be your Savior. Pray that with your whole heart. And God will save you. You will get His grace. You will get His love. And then you'll begin to understand there is something greater than man. There is an ultimate king. There's an ultimate authority. And there are rules and laws that we are to live by. Until next time, brothers and sisters, God bless you. And we'll see you next week. Bye.